The reality of mortgage brokers and new loan officer training. This is specifically for you, my mortgage loan officers. Hi, I'm Elysia Stobbe, your Mortgage Millions mentor, and I help mortgage loan officers make twice the money in half the time. In this video, we're going to give you the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything that I want you to know about being a mortgage broker and where to get the training you need to be successful. So here's the first thing. There is no training. There hasn't been training since I started in this industry in 2003. I think you may have heard the story. Not my manager's idea was training was to go read the guidelines, which I can package a loan like nobody's business because I know how to read the guidelines. So I can tie it all up, put a beautiful bow on it, send it in for approval. However, there's so much more than that. And what if you don't even understand what guidelines are, how to find them, who gets you started, how to work on all that? Yeah, that's a big problem, right? So that's number one. There is no training. There actually hasn't been organized training in this industry as a whole ever. Just education to get your license. That's it. Now, there are definitely some outside sources you can hire and pay for, and you should. Because otherwise, how are you going to succeed? If you don't know what you're doing and you're not getting training, are you supposed to succeed through osmosis? That's unrealistic and actually unfair. So also, let's just remember, this is a sales job. Now, I'm not saying you're trying to sell somebody a mortgage, right? But you need to be able to counsel them correctly so that they actually understand the pros and cons of the mortgage loan program you're presenting to them, right? You need to know what you're doing. And you do need follow-up. You need to act like a professional, right? You'll need sales skills. So that's one piece of it, right? The other piece is you need to treat this as your career and learn everything you can about the industry. Because right now, in 2022, there are over 30% of people in the industry who are leaving. And I can guarantee you it's because they didn't treat this like a career. It's so important. So important. I mean, I can't say enough about that. Remember, if you haven't already, click the subscribe button. Please share this with another mortgage loan officer who's going to benefit. So what can you even do about that, right? Obviously, I'm your Mortgage Millions mentor, so I can help you. And there are plenty of options as well. Coaching is alive and well in this industry because we need it, because there's not a go-to source, just like I said, right? So the other thing to consider is if you look at people who are successful in their professions, right? They all have a coach or a mentor, right? Just start with sports. Look at the pro athletes. There's a coach for the team. A lot of them have private coaches, right? If you look at athletes, they all have personal coaches, right? Let's look at business leaders. They have or a trainer, or they're part of a mastermind group, right? Iron sharpens iron. You get better by learning from other people who challenge you, give you new ideas, fresh perspectives, push you a little bit, stretch you a little bit, right? Give you that edge, something else to consider. I always say 2 minds are better than 1 and 3 are better than 2, always, right? I've been in this industry almost 20 years. There's a ton of stuff I know. And I learn new things every day, and I'm open to learning new things every day. There's something different about a loan program, obviously a change I need to be aware of. Look at what's going on with rates. Whoever would have thought we would see a 2% increase in a year? I mean, rates are already up 1.5. We're going to see over 2.5% probably by the end of the year, right? That's a big deal, right? So you got to pay attention to these things. Okay, so why do they have a mentor? Why should you even consider having one? To hold you accountable. How many days do you get up and you're like, I'm going to call whatever. I'm going to call X number of realtors, or I'm going to make X number of sales calls. I'm going to call X number of past clients. I'm going to call X number of new potential clients, which, by the way, if you haven't gotten the Mortgage Marketing Master app, click on that. It's a steal. It's $1 to test drive it for 30 days. That's less than a cup of coffee. Just get that. I can't even, it's 10 minutes a day. Okay. To hold you accountable. Because what happens if you don't have an accountability partner? Yeah, you can get one yourself. You can set it up. Sure. Do that. At least do that. But if you're not doing that and your sales numbers are slipping, so we're in a challenging environment, what are you going to do? You got to do something different. If you do the same thing every day, you're going to get the same results. So 1, coaches hold their clients accountable. 2, coaches help them see things from a different perspective. They help you see things from a different perspective. Maybe you didn't look at it this way. Maybe you thought the client behaved this way when it's really this way. Maybe there's something else you could have said to take better care of them, or maybe help them with a decision, a challenge that they had along their home buying process, right? Help see from a different perspective. Coaches help their clients learn from the mistakes they already made. So when I work with my clients, I have no problem about sharing my mistakes, because I don't want you to make them. I want you to benefit from my mistakes. I want you to learn from what I've already done. That's part of the easy button. Not to go back to the app again, but yeah, all those sales strategy and the psychology that's in there, it's proven. Why would you start testing something when someone's already done it? All right. When I first got into real estate investing, did I take a lot of information and I take a lot of courses from people who doing like Saki? Yeah, he knows what he's doing. I still made some mistakes, and then I learned from my mistakes, and then I got better. Now I have a portfolio because I learned from my mistakes, and I didn't make the mistakes my mentors had already made because they made them. They told me not to do them. That's the easy button. Okay. What else does mentorship offer? Fresh ideas, new ideas. How many of you guys have actually called a listing agent to see if you can be their preferred lender? My clients are doing it and it's working. Why would you be the buyer's lender in the middle of 30 offers in this market when you just need to be the lender for the seller? Talk about twisting things on its head. Try that. Whew. Okay. Fresh ideas. And mentors and coaches help their clients practice. Right. So it's so funny. We were doing a group role play. I call it a virtual hot seat. And I could tell like the loan officers didn't want to do the role play. And I said to them, would you rather role play with me and make a mistake, where you're in a supported environment where we're all rooting for you and want you to succeed and can help you iron out those tweaks right now? Or not, and then you call and you make those mistakes by practicing on your client? Ooh, there's way too many things that can go wrong there. Why would you do that when you don't have to? So whether it's me or somebody else, get a mentor. It's one of those things that's a 2mm shift that will help separate you from the competition this year. And the people that are above, rising above and performing above this year are absolutely the ones, the loan officers and branch managers, that are going to dominate in the future moving forward. Trust me, I've seen it before. I went through the recession. I thrived and came out way ahead of the curve. So the ones that stay now and survive and thrive are going to crush it moving forward. Please like, subscribe, share this with another loan officer or branch manager. I appreciate your comments. Please put them below. And as always, cheers to your success.